Have you ever been stuck on that really frustrating weight loss roller coaster? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You go on a strict diet, the pans drop off fast, you feel great for a bit, and then almost like clockwork, burnout hits. You slip up, and bam, all the weight rushes back, sometimes even more than before.
Well, it's called the yo-yo effect, right?
Exactly, and it's so common. But the crucial thing to grasp right from the start is that this isn't some kind of personal failing. It's not about you lacking willpower.
Okay.
It's actually a predictable response, both physiologically and psychologically, to habits that, let's be honest, just aren't sustainable. They're too extreme for the long haul.
That's a really important distinction. It changes how you think about it. So today we're doing a deep dive. We want to uncover the, surprising science behind why this cycle happens. We'll look at the hidden dangers too, because it's not just about weight. And most importantly, we're aiming to give you a solid, actionable blueprint to finally break that cycle, to find maybe a more peaceful way to manage weight long term. Yeah, lasting wellness. And we're drawing on some great sources for this, like Breaking the Yo-Yo Effect, a blueprint for lasting wellness, and also insights from Hormonal and Kimsak Kanong, which really digs into the hormone side of things.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. What is the yo-yo effect at its core?
Well, fundamentally, it's your body fighting back. It's trying to regain weight after you've restricted things like calories or carbs to lose weight quickly.
Like a survival instinct kicking in.
Precisely. It sees that restriction as a threat. So the common path is cut calories, lose weight fast, feel good initially, but then the body's defenses kick in.
It's amazing how powerful those defenses are. So if it's about survival, what happens like metabolically when we slash calories? How fast does that survival mode activate?
It's surprisingly quick. When you make drastic cuts, your body basically thinks, uh-oh, famine.
Right.
So it shifts into this metabolic defense mode. It slows down your metabolism to conserve energy, fewer calories burned at rest.
Ah, so that's why it gets harder to lose more weight later on.
Exactly. And it makes regaining weight much, much easier. Your body needs fewer calories just to maintain that new lower weight, and it's primed to store any excess. It's like it's preparing for the next famine.
And this ties into blood sugar too, doesn't it? That source, Hormonal and Kimsak Kanong, had some specific points on this.
It really does. So when you drastically cut energy or carbs, your blood sugar can drop too low.
Okay.
Your body needs fuel, so it starts breaking down muscle tissue, which is not what you want.
Definitely not.
Losing that metabolically active muscle triggers even more intense hunger and cravings. It's trying to rebuild.
So it backfires.
Totally. And that often leads to rebound eating, maybe lots of carbs, which then causes these big blood sugar spikes.
Right.
And those spikes basically scream, store fat to your body. So you gain weight, increase fat storage. It's a cycle.
Wow. So unstable blood sugar is a major driver here.
Huge. Contrast that with stable blood sugar that encourages fat burning, protects muscle, reduces cravings, gives you steady energy. It's a completely different scenario.
And then there are the hormones. Restrictive dieting really messes with them, right? Our hunger signals.
Oh, absolutely. It creates this kind of perfect storm. Ghrelin, which is your main hunger hormone, it skyrockets. So you feel hungry pretty much all the time, constantly looking for food. And at the same time, leptin, that's the hormone that signals fullness to your brain.
Yeah, the I'm full signal.
That one plummets. So it's incredibly hard to feel satisfied even after you've eaten.
So you're always hungry and you never feel full. That sounds difficult.
It's a potent recipe for rebound eating. It takes immense effort to fight those signals.
And it's not just the physical battle, is it? There's a huge mental side, too. Extreme diets are just exhausting. Constantly saying no, denying yourself.
Oh, the psychological burnout is massive. It's a critical piece. That constant restriction, that mental fatigue, eventually it leads to what some people call the what the heck moment.
Yeah, I know that moment.
Right. Your willpower just snaps. You give in to those cravings. Maybe you binge.
Yeah.
And then comes the guilt.
The guilt cycle.
Exactly. And that guilt often triggers a new round of even tighter restriction. And the yo-yo keeps spinning. It's this loop your body and brain almost get trapped in when faced with that feeling of deprivation.
But okay, so the weight bouncing back is frustrating, but you mentioned hidden dangers. It's more than just the number on the scale, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are real health risks here.
Absolutely. That's something we really need to emphasize. When the weight comes back, it's often a higher percentage of fat than you had before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And specifically, it tends to be more visceral fat. That's the dangerous kind that accumulates around your internal organs. It's very metabolically harmful, linked to heart disease, diabetes, all sorts of issues.
Wow. Okay. And you touched on muscle loss earlier, too. A rapid weight loss burns muscle.
It does. Your body sacrifices muscle when it needs energy quickly. And muscle is your metabolic engine, right? It burns calories even when you're resting.
Right.
So losing muscle slows your metabolism down even further, makes future weight gain more likely, makes keeping weight off harder. It's like downgrading your body's furnace.
And what about the heart? Does all this up and down affect cardiovascular health?
It certainly can. Those constant shifts in weight can put a strain on your cardiovascular system. It can negatively impact things like blood pressure and cholesterol levels over time.
That makes sense. Just the sheer physical stress of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't ignore the mental toll either. You mentioned the guilt, but it sounds like it goes deeper. Shame, low self-esteem.
Definitely. It can be emotionally brutal. Constantly feeling like you failed, blaming yourself. It can really erode self-esteem, even lead to depression for some. Food becomes the enemy. It can even, unfortunately, contribute to disordered eating patterns.
And there's another layer too, right? How obesity itself can kind of feed into this cycle by messing with hormones.
Yes, it's a bit of a vicious circle. Obesity can disrupt hormone balance in ways that make things worse. Take leptin again, the fullness hormone.
Okay.
In obesity, you can develop leptin resistance. You might have high levels of leptin, but the signal isn't getting through to the brain effectively.
Why not? What blocks it?
Well, one factor can be inflammation. Something called C-reactive protein, or CRP, which is a marker of inflammation, can actually bind to leptin. It sort of intercepts the message.
So the message is sent, but the brain's receiver is faulty, where the signal's getting jammed.
That's a good way to put it. So you still feel hungry, and then there's insulin resistance.
Right. Heard a lot about that.
Your cells become less responsive to insulin. This makes it harder for glucose, for energy to get into the cells. Where does it go? It gets stored as fat more easily.
Okay.
And to make matters worse, insulin resistance itself seems to interfere with leptin signaling too, so it just compounds the problem. More fat storage, more hunger signal.
It really sounds like a trap. Okay, so we've laid out the problem, the science, the dangers. It can feel a bit overwhelming, but the good news is there is a way out.
Yes, absolutely.
Our deep dive uncovered this really actionable blueprint, a different approach that works with your body and brain, not constantly fighting them.
Exactly. Think of these as principles for lasting wellness, not just another set of temporary rules. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship with food and your body.
Okay, pillar 1 sounds fundamental. Ditch the diet mentality, embrace a lifestyle.
Yeah. Stop thinking temporary fix. Start thinking sustainable, enjoyable habits. What can you genuinely stick with forever? What feels good, not like punishment.
Yeah.
That's the key shift.
Makes sense. Pillar 2, focus on satiety and stabilize blood sugar. That sounds crucial after what we discussed.
Totally. You want to prioritize nutrient-dense foods, lots of protein, lots of fiber at every meal. Yes, snacks too.
Protein and fiber keep you full.
Right, and they help stabilize that blood sugar. Big recommendation. Eat a protein-rich breakfast within an hour of waking up.
Okay, start the day right.
And aim for meals or snacks every 3 to 4 hours. Don't let yourself get ravenous. Also, try to have your last meal at least 3 hours before bed.
And avoid the sugary stuff.
Definitely. Sugary foods, sugary drinks, they cause those blood sugar spikes and crashes that drive cravings and fat storage. Stick to things that help balance hormones like omega-3 rich fish, avocado, nuts, green tea. Legumes are great for protein too.
Good tips. Pillar 3, go slow and steady. This feels counterintuitive when you want quick results.
It does, but it's vital. Aim for gentle weight loss, maybe half a pound to 1 pound a week.
Why so slow?
Because it stops your body from freaking out. It prevents that famine response, that severe metabolic slowdown and hormonal chaos. It makes long-term maintenance so much easier because your body isn't fighting you tooth and nail.
Okay, patience is key. Pillar 4, prioritize strength training. You called this metabolic insurance.
It really is. It's non-negotiable in my book. Building muscle, or even just maintaining it, protects against that muscle loss we talked about.
And boosts metabolism.
Significantly. More muscle means you burn more calories just sitting around. It makes weight maintenance much easier. Plus, hormones like testosterone, important for everyone, play a role here in burning fat and building muscle.
Got it. Strength training isn't just for bodybuilders. Pillar 5, master stress management. We know stress is bad, but how does it directly impact weight?
Oh, hugely. Chronic stress pumps out cortisol.
The stress hormone.
Right. And high cortisol tells your body to store fat, especially around the belly. It also ramps up cravings for high fat, high sugar foods,
Yep.
comfort foods, right? And it makes fat storing hormones more active. So finding ways to manage stress daily is crucial.
Like what? What actually works?
Simple things, mindful breathing for a few minutes, a short walk outside, maybe some meditation. It's also about mindset, trying to cultivate positivity, connecting with supportive people. These aren't just nice to haves, they actively lower those fat-storing stress hormones.
Okay, makes sense. Pillar 6, prioritize quality sleep. We all know we need sleep, but how does lack of it sabotage weight effort specifically?
It hits you from multiple angles hormonally. And not enough sleep decreases leptin, so you feel less full.
Yeah.
It increases ghrelin, so you feel hungrier. It raises cortisol, promoting belly fat. And it decreases insulin sensitivity, leading to more fat storage. It's a quadruple whammy.
Wow. So how much sleep are we talking?
Aim for 7 to 8 hours of good, deep sleep a night. Create a restful environment, dark, quiet, cool temperature, comfortable mattress and pillow.
And winding down routines.
Yes. Limit eating and drinking, especially sugary, caffeinated, or alcoholic stuff, for at least 4 hours before bed. Cut down on screen time before bed, too. Try to stick to a regular sleep schedule. Follow your natural circadian rhythm.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Pillar 7, practice mindful eating and self-compassion. What does mindful eating really mean?
It means tuning in, paying attention to your body's actual hunger cues and fullness signals. Eating when you're truly hungry, stopping when you're comfortably satisfied, not stuffed.
Easier said than done sometimes.
It takes practice. And the self-compassion part is key. Slip-ups will happen. You're human. When they do, don't beat yourself up or spiral into guilt. That just fuels the yo-yo. Be kind to yourself, acknowledge it, and just get back on track with your next meal. Progress, not perfection.
Love that. Any practical tips here?
Yeah, one interesting tip from the sources is to try eating your larger meals earlier in the day, maybe before 3 p.m., and have a lighter evening meal. But crucially, don't let yourself get overly hungry at any point.
Okay. And the final pillar, pillar 8, shift your goal to maintenance. This sounds like a mental shift.
It is, and it's powerful but often overlooked. Stop thinking only about losing weight. Start thinking about the habits you'll need to sustain your results.
So plan for the long game right from the start.
Exactly. Prepare your mind for long-term success. What does life look like at your goal weight? What habits support that? Thinking about maintenance now makes it much more likely you'll achieve it.
So wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening who's been on this ride?
The big takeaway is hope, I think. By choosing a sustainable lifestyle built on these pillars over those quick-fix restrictive diets, you really can step off that exhausting yo-yo roller coaster.
And experience things differently. Less hunger, maybe?
Yes, less hunger, more stable energy, better confidence, and a real sense of lasting control. It's about understanding your body isn't the enemy here. The outdated approach, the one that triggers those fight-or-flight responses, that's the problem.
A much more empowering perspective.
It really is, and it leads to an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Given how interconnected everything is, our hormones, our metabolism, our daily habits, what if we shifted our main focus? Instead of just thinking lose weight, what if we focused on truly nurturing metabolic and hormonal harmony? How might that change our whole relationship with health and with our bodies?